I hope that you've taken a moment to step away from your computer and melt some snow so that you don't die of thirst. I have some delicious melted snow right here. Surviving. So let's, speaking of which, let's do that. I got a whole bunch of chopped up wolf here, and I'm gonna light a fire, and I'm gonna, I guess it's not wolf, I guess it's deer. I didn't chop up the wolf. I did, I chopped up the wolf, but I don't get to eat him. I hit him with my axe and he ran away. I wonder if he bled to death somewhere. Anyway, melted snow all aside, I have some meat that I need to cook, so I'm going to try and do that. Okay, good. I lit the stove. That's a really good start. Let's put all my fuel on here and let's make some venison. Of darkness. Okay, let's go back here. I want to probably drink some stuff. Yeah, I'm super hungry. Let's eat an entire... I'm so hungry I could eat a deer. Let's drink this tea. It's good for me. Antibiotics, so I get an infection from those freaking wolf bites. Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat... Jesus Christ, I'm gonna eat 4 pounds of deer meat, like with just nothing on, like nothing on it, or... Yikes. That is intense. Okay. I've got water. I've got 4 hours of time here. Let's sleep for 3 and then I'll go back out and get some more wood, even though it's the middle of the night. I'll risk it, because otherwise I'm gonna freeze to death. Alright, hungry again, huh? Two days, 14 hours. Let's go back outside and gather up some more wood and watch it don't fall down the stairs, kids. I need that lantern. I guess it runs on kerosene, which I don't have. I could light a match, but I really want to save them for... God, I'm gonna need a match to get out of here. Yeah, I was gonna say I want to save them. I'm hoping that I can find a fire starter in one of the other areas. I have some unexplored. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Foraging in the darkness. What? No, I died. What the hell? Oh, that sucks. I guess I got too cold and I died. RIP character number 2. That's a shame. Dead in the darkness. Well, I guess that's how it goes. I don't know how it happened. That's a shame, but oh well. Let's try again. Maybe this time I can get a gun. Rest in Canada. Rick. Rick, everybody. Yeah, it's because that wolf fight made me weak. I got lost in the darkness. I probably laid down for a nap. And that was it. Life is an error-making and error-correcting process, and nature in marking man's papers will grade him for wisdom and measured both by survival and the quality of life of those who survive. Jonas Salk. Okay, thanks, Jonas. This looks like the same place I was in before. Alright, it feels like -6. -6? Holy shit, it's so warm out. Beautiful outside. It's a nice balmy winter day. Might as well be Canadian Hawaii out here. Yeah, it was a good nap, exactly. It made me so it wasn't cold anymore. Rest in Canada, everybody. Yeah, -6 is super warm. Like, it'd be cold, but like, you could just wear, I mean, I'm Canadian, so whatever, but you could just wear like a sweater and like a light coat for that. Dante Dota, I have actually room for 5 new emotes right now. Wow. Thanks, Mr. Clayman. That's a not unsizable donation. Thank you so much. And just no request with what to do with it. I will probably buy games. Cool. It's kind of a big deal. Yeah, Mr. Clayman making it rain, helping me pay my rent like whoa. Canada Day. It's a Canada Day miracle. Yeah, this is where I started before. Okay. Well, I guess let's head back up there. Radiating Shark, I think I'm just gonna play, I'll probably just play this for the next little while. I'm really enjoying it, and I want to see if I can get past that, like, 3-day marker. Oh yeah, what did I start with? I started with better boots, some salty Japanese crackers, accelerant, a down vest, and a heavy wool sweater, so good cold protection, water purification tablets, painkillers. Yeah, not bad. Not too bad. Lutra 4444. It's true. La fête du Québec. You are correct. Bonne fête du Québec. Canada Day is when we all pretend like Canada is the best country in the world and everything is great. We all get along. It actually makes me really happy to live in a country where we have like a second language and it's like reasonably respected. Like, we've got a history with Quebec and the rest of the country of not like aggression exactly, but like tension for sure. And it's nice that we can all at least like get along decently well these days as a country. Though saying that, I mean, I'm from BC, so. Also, Sterling, it's a picture of the Queen because it's Canada Day, man. Oh, frozen corpse. That guy like is chewed up.
Best be prepared for anything.
Sorry, was that you'd best be prepared? That down jacket's awesome. Put that shit on. Yeah. In Canada, it's like we have to learn a second language, and most schools, like all schools, have to provide French as an option. But like I took Japanese instead of French, which is why my French is terrible. Oh my God, it's a gun.
I'll take it.
Fucking sweet. Alright, how do I unequip this thing? I don't want to carry it around. There we go. Down the hype. Going one bullet. One rifle round. That's cool. Battle Royale. Ooh, la tuque! It's a tuque for my head. I will put it on. Ah, magnifique. I look like Bob and or Doug McKenzie. Pinnacle peaches, pork and beans, can opener. Excuse me. Anything under the bed? Yeah, the voice is Jennifer Hale. Because she's Canadian too. Excuse me. Ugh. Cough, cough, cough. Anarisis. As an American, I know nothing about Canadian politics. Okay, here's an interesting thing about Canadian politics. We don't vote for the president. We have a prime minister. We don't vote for them. We vote for a party. So, like, if I vote for the NDP chooses who's the head of the party that becomes prime minister. So occasionally we get a bait and switch where, like, we'll vote for this happened a little while ago. We voted for a party for the provincial government of Canada, I think, like the provincial legislature, and they switched the guy who was in charge, and then somebody left and joined the Liberal Party, and it was this whole thing, and, like, it's different. It's definitely different. We tend to focus more on the politics of the party than the individual, but sometimes individuals change how they act after they get involved with government. I mean, this happens everywhere, but our prime minister right now is a guy named Stephen Harper. He's part of the, like, conservative government. We actually have, like, quite a right-wing government for Canada, and he's a total prick. Yeah, he's anti-LGBT. He's anti environment. He's a piece of shit, really. And what's super fucking annoying is that recently, yeah, he's a total douche. Thank you, Lutra. You got it. What's super annoying is that here's the thing. He was the prime minister. We voted him out because we were like, vote of no confidence. This guy is a piece of shit, and we want to get rid of him. So we did. Then we had a new vote to be like, okay, what party should be in charge? Because the country's full of idiots, they voted for the Conservative Party, and guess who the Conservative Party put in charge? So we got rid of our shit prime minister, and then he came back. Yeah, he's bogus. The really sad thing is that the leader of the opposition, so in Parliament we have the official opposition whose job is to, like, put checks and balances on the group that's in charge, and we had this amazing leader of the leader of the opposition for the New Democratic Party. Everybody called him Canada's dad. I can never remember his actual name. I'm gonna look it up. Hang on. Jack Layton. Jack Layton was Canada's dad. He was amazing. So Jack Layton was head of the NDP. The NDP was voted in as the leader of the opposition. He was, like, really aggressive and, like, very much about, like, human rights and, like, student debt and, like, being, like, a decent dude government-wise. And everybody was really excited that even though he wasn't prime minister, Jack Layton was gonna, like, keep Harper in check, and then he died of cancer. Like, right away. Which was, like, really super sad. Because he was a really awesome guy, and we were all kind of, like, pretty excited about, you know, the NDP being under his leadership and all that. So, it's, yeah, it's a tricky thing, the way the Canadian government works. You kind of end up, like, getting into a particular party, like, feeling like, you know, in favor of that party, and then hoping that they put someone good in charge. Jack Layton is the only political, like, entity. Like, I'm pretty leftist for the most part, and, like, kind of don't really believe in like, big organized government as a function of taking care of people. Like, governments are not traditionally that great at it. But I actually met Jack Layton when he was on the, like, campaign trail or whatever. And he, yeah, he was a sweet dude. Really nice. Very good about the, like, the youth vote. I'm actually gonna look up something. So he in a debate once, he described something as being a hashtag fail. He made dad jokes. Like, he was Canada's dad because he was trying to like connect with the youth, but not in a corny way. Just in a like, I don't fully understand you, but I'm gonna try really hard. There was a campaign thing that he did, and I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, I should pause so I won't freeze to death. You got me all fired up about Jack Layton. I'm gonna post in chat a like an image from one of his campaigns if I can find it. Anyway, he used like Nintendo games to make jokes about government and stuff. Yeah, I can't find the image, but there's an image out there on the internet, maybe somebody else can find it, where he like, it's a pixelated picture of him, and it has a big orange background, and it says, like, are you a bad enough dude to help Jack Layton, like, change the government? And he had like sunglasses on. It was really cute. I don't know why I can't find it, but... Oh, there's a deer. Should we go and try and shoot the deer? Anyway, so that was something that was, you know, Canadian government, a thing that happened recently that was interesting, I guess. Alright, let's see if I can I kill this in one shot? Oh my god. Oh, did somebody find it? Okay, let's see. Save gun for wolves. No. How do I... Oh, yes, I did it! Oh, but you know what? I don't have a... Oh, no, I do have a hatchet. Okay, I was gonna say, do I have to do this with my hands? Okay, this should give me enough food to last me a while. Lutra, I think that if Quebec wants to be independent, I think they should be allowed to be. I'm not necessarily in favor, like I wouldn't go out and vote for Quebec to get lost, but I think that like if a country, and we were talking about Cascadia before, I think that if a country wants to be its own country, then it should. Cool, okay. Alright, I'm cold as fuck, but let's get back inside where I can light a fire. What am I doing for wood? Two of those. Okay, maybe I'll forage a little bit. I'll forage for one. Oh, but I can forage inside. I can totally forage inside. That's an ominous sight. There's like jagged looking trees. Yeah, I'll definitely freeze. So, yeah, I mean, like, Quebec does divide the country, and if they left, we would have to have a treaty to be able to pass through without... I don't know, like how the EU has, like, if you have an EU passport, you can get around more easily. We definitely have to do that. But, like, I mean, think about this. The government would have a hard time... The government would definitely have a hard time with that being a thing economically, because Quebec, there's a lot of space there. There's a lot of stuff in Quebec. They contribute, right? We would lose Ubisoft. No more Assassin's Creed games made by Canadians. But the thing is, you can be allies, or you can be make economical treaties, that kind of thing. And like honestly, the thing is that like it wouldn't be like if California left America. Like if California left, the state of California became its own country, America would be very upset and very fucked up over it because California is rich as balls. But also California would have to make a deal to get like water and like, you know, there's countries, borders and countries and nationalism and all that shit is like ultimately pretty pointless. because they're just a way to say, like, this is mine and not yours, and you can't have it, so get the fuck away from me, you know? Like, it's tough. But also, like, culturally, kind of a big deal. I think that yeah, hey Lauren, yeah, welcome to the. We were just talking about Jack Layton. It's the Canadian Politics Hour. You know, we culturally, sometimes a province or a state doesn't fit the rest of the country that it's in, right? And that can cause problems.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right about now.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite starving to death on the Citadel. Okay, so I've got an hour.
Oh, feels so good.
Throw some more wood on the fire. I've got. What am I doing for everything? Oh God. Okay, I need hunger and thirst, but I also need to forage for some wood. So let's take an hour to forage for wood, and then we'll use the wood to make food. Yeah, let's cook up some of this venison. Jack Layton did have a great mustache. He had a sweet dad stash, and he was awesome. Okay. Also need to melt some more snow. I know I'm starving and I'm dehydrated. Let's stop. And eat, so I don't starve to death. I think I'm going to use, I'm going to use these tablets just to get the water potable that I can drink right now. Yeah, because I don't have time to dick around with. Okay, good. I'm not thirsty anymore. I'm tired, but I got to use this. I have to use this time to make some more food. So again, I think that this is one of these conversations that I love that we can have in my chat, right? That we're like talking about secession and politics and stuff, and nobody's being a dick about stuff. It's really nice. I'm always really proud when we can talk about these things like decent human beings. All right, how long is this fire gonna last me? Less than an hour. Alright, well, I'll forage for just under an hour. Oh, see you, Mr. Clayman. Thank you again so much for your donation. Like, so much. That's awesome. You're a fantastic individual. See you next time. There we go, we got 2 more hours. I should sleep. I should eat something, and I should sleep. Maybe I'll... Yeah, okay, we're gonna sleep. But my fire's not gonna last that long. I figure the trouble with any concept of like part of a country seceding is that like economy and there's like the two things, right? There's economy and there's culture, and shit, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to relight that fire. That sucks. Economy and culture, and they don't always line up. If I'm gonna be freezing anyway. fully warm, so I might as well just forage everything that's available in the house. So while you end up with a country that should probably stay together economically, culturally they don't. Yeah. They don't match necessarily. Oh, okay, it's daytime now. Good. All right, I'm gonna eat and drink.
Damn it.
Go out. Go out and explore. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna have to dedicate some time to water. I'm gonna have to melt some snow and make water. Our contemporary relationship with the Queen of England, she's irrelevant. Like, we don't need, like, I know the lyrics, I know all the words to God Save the Queen, but I have no reason necessarily to sing them. Oh, I'm still so tired. It's bullshit. But it's not, it's like, she's the thing that, like, everybody's grandma loves, and we're allowed to, if I want to, and I was telling people this earlier, I'm entitled to a signed photograph of the Queen if I, like, mail away for it, which is funny. But, like, you know, she's on our money. She's the old lady on our money. I wish I had some Canadian bills to show you. If you haven't seen them, they're pretty funny. The $5 bill has hockey on it. We have the Canadarm. We have some space equipment on our bills. Alright. I think even though it's morning, I'm going to sleep for another 3 hours. Alright, thirsty. Still have 20 minutes, alright. Let's throw a couple more of these things on here and we'll melt some snow. Alright, so I got some shitty water that I can fix with these tablets. But the tablets will run out soon. Yes, yes, Toucan Sam, there are. We have... I don't have any change in my pockets. Our $1 coin is called a loonie because it's got a loon on it, and the $2 coin is called a toonie because it's $2 coin. Silly, I know, but... Hey, Sly Bebop. How you doing? Drink that water... Sammy, yes, I am entitled to a signed photograph of the Queen of England. You also get special stuff if you turn 100. And I think when you get married, I think the Queen might send you something. But I'm not 100% on that. Alright, well, we are tired and thirsty, or tired and hungry, but we gotta get out there and get firewood, so let's forage for 1 hour. How are we doing? Cold as fuck. Alright, let's go back inside. That's cute. The queen has a bare bottom on the toonie. It's queen on top, bare bottom. Adorable. Alright, we gonna light a fire. Lucas, I do work in the games industry. I make role-playing games for money, so I guess that counts. Hold the pickle, yes, I died to wolf wounds. It sucked. Yeah, Wipe Away the Dead. I love the Toonie. The Toonie is awesome. Were you around, were you like an adult or a teenager or whatever when the Toonie came out? So we have these Toonies, right? They're like silverish color with a little gold thing in the middle. And if you put them in the freezer for like a couple hours and then hit them with a hammer, you can knock the middle out of them. I mean, technically, if you give someone both pieces, it still counts as $2. But it's just like a weird thing that people just decided that they would do. Alright, so we're gonna do a combination of sleeping, warming up. We're not gonna leave the house today, and cooking venison. Yeah, kind of the reverse of a 2-pound coin. You're right. Yeah, let's boil that water. Boil it all. Let's get potable. I wish I had some more like Canadian coinage to show you. Maybe I'll grab some on the break. Yes, technically defacing currency is illegal, but people still get pennies run over by trains. So, God, I am a hungry motherfucker. About 3 hours of sleep time. Yeah, we used to have $2 Canadian bills, $2 bills. We don't anymore. Yeah, Atreus is right. Anarias says, hang out on Google+. It's all game designers all the time. And that's where I would go to look for playtesters, for sure. Oh yeah, we also don't have pennies in Canada. That's a thing. We don't have pennies anymore. We've done away with them. If you buy something in cash in Canada, they round up or round down the price. So, there's no more, yeah. No more pennies in this country. Isn't that weird? It's so nice not having to carry around a handful. I was in America on the weekend, and it's like just like handfuls of copper coins, and it's like, I feel like just so confused. Yeah, it was costing the government more, because it always comes down to money. It cost the government more money to make the pennies than it contributed to the economy having them. I think that my character has some kind of problem. Like, I've just eaten 4 pounds of steak and I'm still hungry. Alright, what time is it? How much fire do we have? 11 minutes on the stove. Oh, gosh. Alright, well, I need to go forage, I guess, some more. Yeah, low-level adventurer life, exactly. Alright, how are we doing for... Well, let's see. Hopefully I don't just freeze to death. Okay, stop. Alright, we're gonna try and use that to hold out the whole night. Talking about Canada. I feel like the game is gonna hit a plateau for me of like how... Oh yeah, that fur. Sweet, sweet fur. I think it's gonna hit a plateau pretty quick about like how like interesting it is, where I'm gonna kind of like run out of steam. Because I'm gonna have to keep repeating things. And because ultimately there's no end game. You just play until you die. But for now, it's pretty fun. I think I backed it on Kickstarter, so I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's Canadian. It is a survival game, which I like. Like, I wanted to buy in because I thought it was worth supporting, I guess, is the thing. Somebody was asking me, about Vancouver. Yes, I live in Vancouver. It is the best part of Canada, in my opinion. I love living here, but it is expensive as shit. It's like the second most expensive city in the world to live in. You can live in one of the suburbs and still like get around okay, but it's very expensive to live in like a main I live in downtown Vancouver, and it's pricey, but it's also really nice. So honestly, like if I were moving here to work or to study, and I was living on my own or didn't know anybody, I would probably live in Burnaby or Richmond instead. Try to avoid living in Surrey if you can, because it's kind of the like bad part of Vancouver, but it's very nice here. Like the weather is beautiful all the time, and the people are obviously very attractive. No, it's really nice, and there's also like lots of culture and fun stuff to do here. Yes, it's Canadian San Francisco. Exactly. You got it, Anaraisis. Right down to the fact that we have, like Facebook and Microsoft and Amazon and that kind of stuff. Like my partner's boyfriend works at Amazon, and there's like we all know loads of people here who like work at startups and that kind of thing. It's very much San Francisco-y in that way, also. Sly Bebop, it's less that a game designer can support a high lifestyle, and more that my my requirements are low. I don't have any kids, so that's good and helpful. Let's see. Okay, I need to eat, but I also can just rest. Also, yeah, come on everybody, let's go to Vancouver. It's badass here. What am I doing for wood? Not great. Alright. Well, when it's light out again, I am going to... I'm gonna go explore. Well, Asmodai, if you already live in San Francisco, you are lucky. It is beautiful there. I will be in that fine city very soon for TwitchCon, which I love. Sweet. LZT, if you like the outdoors, Vancouver in the like fall is amazing. Like early fall, it's still pretty summery. There's all kinds of awesome stuff to do here. Berkeley is fantastic, Asmodai. I'm a big fan of Oakland. I've spent a bunch of time in Oakland, and it's great. I love it there. Just trying to kill off the day here. Math Squad Mansion. Yeah, make it happen. Alright. I think I can head out now. I think we're ready. Let's drink a water. We're gonna go explore. LZT, have you ever done any of those, like, really awesome, like, outdoor, all-weekend Nordic LARPs? Because if I lived in, like, Denmark or Sweden or Norway, I would be all over that shit. Did I close the door? Did I forget? Everybody's always reminding me I forgot. Yes, I And yeah, I always open it the wrong way. It's pretty stupid. Stupid of me. Okay, here we go. I guess I should eat. Oh, I'm gonna run out of food. Oh, thank you, Wraith Crow. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so envious of you, LZT. Nordic LARP is sweet. Camp LARPing where you pretend to be an orc. What's my axe doing? Ah, we need some scrap metal and firewood. Alright. There we go. We're getting cold. Getting cold out here. Super chilly. So what's the deal with LARP? Well, there are a lot of different kinds of LARP. You know, there's traditional LARPing. There's like American White Wolf LARP. There's LARP where you play as you sort of play as a specific character and go through a story, or you do you know, sort of freeform LARPing. And then there's like Nordic LARP, which is like very kind of emotional and about very like tight stories, which are really interesting. I've played in a few LARPs before, but they haven't been the, like LZT, they're not the throw an orange ball and shout lightning bolt type. These are the kinds of LARPs where you're playing like a 3-hour game, you're in a room and you're pretending to be prisoners in a dystopian prison or something. And they're really fun. They're like parlor LARPs. Yes, that Russian prison camp LARP. That one was awesome. It's just called The Prison. And I won, and it was fucking sweet. Basically, it's just like tabletop role-playing, but instead of having a dice and a character sheet at a table, you're, you know, standing and acting out your character. It's a bit more like improv theater, and some have lots of mechanics, some have very few. It really depends on the kind of LARP that you are playing. I've had a lot of fun with LARP in my limited experience with it so far. Yeah, you're sort of acting, but the audience is the other players. Luke Crane, actually, designer of Burning Wheel, has a LARP that he's working on called Inheritance that's about a Viking funeral. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Getting cold. Asmodai, yes, you should totally get some poutine. Sterling, if you want to try like a sort of basic like Nordic LARP, look up The Tribunal. It's a 12-player LARP. It takes about 2 hours, and you know, it can be hard to get 12 people together, but it's super fun, and it's a pretty straightforward LARP. Red Dog Big Daddy, it's decriminalized everywhere, but I don't think it's like straight up legal like it is in Colorado. This little adventure might cost me. I need to find another place where I can hold up and there's like a fire and that kind of thing. Cool music. I wonder who did it. It's funny, I was kind of hoping that dead body was like an animal and not a person. The the Rye syndrome. The difference between decriminalized and illegal is that if it is illegal, you can be like criminally charged for possessing it. Decriminalized means that it's like a misdemeanor for owning it. You can be fined, but you don't go to jail, I think, for just having pot on you. Also, medical marijuana is like a big thing here. There's like head shops, basically like weed shops everywhere, where you can go if you have a card. I'm not a big like marijuana aficionado myself, but yeah, it's a pretty like whatever thing here. Okay, maybe I just need to like hang out in here and warm up. Let's go do that. Yeah, Carnifex has a good point. It's legal's a loose term because it's all still federally illegal. It's very confusing. Excuse me. Enerisis wants me to name another Canadian game designer. Robin Laws is Canadian. Robin Laws is a big deal, but my favorite Canadian game designer is Avery Alder. She wrote, or Avery McDowell, no, she wrote Monster Hearts and a bunch of other really cool games. So, she's my favorite, I think. John Stone Metzger, also great Canadian game designer. I'm gonna harvest this axe to repair my other axe.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Oh, why am I dying? Oh my god, my fire went out. I'm so stupid. Oh no, no fuel. This might be the end of me. The weather got really bad while I was resting. Oh no. I just wanted to fix my axe. Can I find... Oh no. Aw, dead. Boo. Rip. Sorry, Rick. Rest in Canada. The shortest lived of my characters so far. Weather got bad while I was out. That sucks. Rest in Canada. Okay, well that's fine. It's time for our last break. So we're gonna break and then we'll play one more hour, and we'll keep playing. Cool. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. Get into my Canadian heritage, playing games, talking about the Canadas. So y'all chill out. I will be back in just a minute, and we'll pick up where we left off. So. I hope you get a Canadian commercial, like for Molson or Canadian Club or something. Go drink a Canada Dry. See you in a few.